what you rate or what you think is the best old school black sitcom. I'm gonna bring it down to Big G. What you think?
Big G.
So since you said old school, so I'm one of them new guys. I evolve, but since you saying old school, I'm gonna have to go with Sanford and Son. That's one of my favorite ones. It always played at my house.
Right.
I always understood the jokes, and my mom laughed, so that made me laugh. So I'm gonna go with Sanford and Son. That's it for me.
All right, Perrin.
Hey, I'm about to go with Different Strokes, man. Hey, what you talking about, Willis? That's my dog, man. Hey, I was a big fan of Lil Honor, man. So, yeah,
But you consider that one black though?
Oh,
I don't know.
definitely.
It had black people in it. Hey, man. Hey, Mr. Drummer, he done adopt people from Tuscaloosa too, man.
All right. You know what's funny? They used to call me Arnold when I was younger.
Hey. Yeah, the
I
afro.
think it was a compliment.
All right.
It was.
All right, 3. Tell us your favorite sitcom, man.
I don't know
Old
if it's a
school black
sitcom or
sitcom.
not. I don't know if it's a sitcom or not, but mine is the A-Team.
That's not a comedy.
I don't care.
I was saying though.
That's a jumper, man.
Listen, man.
Hey,
Hey,
you ain't on
listen.
no plane.
Atlanta
Yeah, one
public
Negro
schools
on
are
there.
failing him again.
I'm saying, dude.
He said what? The
I used to like the A-Team until I was in school. And I went to like a majority white school, right? And every time we played the A-Team, I was always Mr. T.
Mm-hmm.
The A-Team is not a sitcom.
Well, you don't want to be howling,
T
man.
all the time. I was like, oh, like 2 black people in my elementary class. And so we
You
had
don't
recess
want to
play
be Mr. T. There's like, you're going to be Mr. T today. You're going to learn
I was just
today.
like, damn, really?
In Tuscaloosa, Alabama, you
You
going to be
gonna
Mr.
be
T or you going to be teed up?
So I'm just like, really? I'm going to be Mr. T? Why can't I be the other kid? Nah, you going to be Mr. T.
Oh my God, that's
Man, be
funny.
Mr. T.
They
You know
told
who I use, Mr.
you know you got a gold chain already. So
How about video
You
food?
stupid.
I video
Right.
food.
right, pity a fool.
Rather, he said I couldn't have 18 for a sitcom because he's traumatized about having it.
Right. Because he's trouble.
He got the T and threw that gold chain in the garbage.
Nah, he was getting
Never
down
again.
before they got on that plane.
Hey, Wesley put it on a gold chain since.
And you know it's bad too, because you know one of the best movies of all time is what's that, Rocky 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Clubber Lane.
That's actually one of my favorites.
That was Clubber Lane, right?
But you know once Rocky won, it's like when Eddie Murphy set off a Raw. He felt like they were, you know, they felt like they was the champ then. You know, they won't have in real life. Like Eddie Murphy set off a Raw. All right, Razzie. Nah, let's throw it to Ken. What's yours, Ken?
Man, it's actually it's pretty much a tie, man. If it's my family and I watching, it's the Cosby Show. Like the Cosby Show, all around to me is probably the best sitcom ever created, man. And plus, what he did with that and a different world helped HBCUs out. You know what I'm saying? Like immensely. It made people aware again of HBCUs. Like my old man went to Kentucky State, but like he really didn't. Honestly, he didn't. Even though he went to homecoming every year, he ain't talk about it that much. You know what I'm saying? My mom didn't go. My mom didn't go to an HBCU, so you know she didn't really understand. So you know, that's that. As a matter of fact, just a quick side note, Big G. My dad took my mom to homecoming one year, got to kicking it too hard, and walked off and left her at the hotel. Never came back. I don't know where it
Hey,
was. I'm
Right.
just saying.
There's only one
He was
hotel.
kicking.
Capital Plaza. That's the only
that's
hotel everybody go to.
He was kicking. But this a long time ago. This
That's
40-some years
awesome.
ago.
That's
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
I just, so,
Ken.
huh?
Hey, put your mom on the phone. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
I ain't coming home.
They told me about that. And then the other one, but if I'm by myself, man, it's Sanford and Son.
all right.
All right, Ramsey.
Mine's not really that old, but Martin was my favorite.
Oh yeah.
The show Martin, I mean, from beginning to end. I mean, bruh, man, from the fifth floor, all the characters.
Jerome.
It was just a wonderful show, and really, for me, just funny. I mean, I could watch Martin and really, he was at the top of his game, and so Martin's gonna be my show.
All right. Good one.
Mine, I was gonna go with the Cosby Show, but I changed it to the Jeffersons. And the reason why, because it has one of my all-time favorite characters on there. George Jefferson is the greatest black character of all times.
He ain't better than Fred Sanford.
Oh, it's a tie. I'll give it a tie because I'll tell you why George is one of my favorites. George he made it out the hood, made it to the penthouse. He got rich and he talked funky to let everybody know, like, hey, I made it and you ain't it. He talked funky to everyone.
Yeah. That fits you, dog. That fits you good.
Aaron, you took the words out of my mouth.
What I was gonna say.
Yeah, that fit him, dog.
And he looked like my daddy too. Sherry Henderson looked like my daddy too.
All right.
All right.
Hey, man.
I see you, man.
When he used to snap on folks, I'm just like, whoa, I really appreciate it now. Especially that episode when he was on All in the Family. When he went off on Bunker, classic.
I'm looking at my
classic. It's in the 70s too, he went off. So
but let's take that into consideration though, because this was oh my gosh, and I'm having a brain fart right now. But they created the Sanford and Son, All in the Family, Jeffersons, all created by the same person,
Norman Lear,
by the same white man,
Norman Lear.
Yes, huh?
Norman Lear.
Norman Lear, yes, they all created by Norman Lear. And so, like, think about that. Think about really how groundbreaking that was. You know, there were racial slurs, and I'm not going to repeat right now, that were said openly. And I ain't just talking about towards blacks. I'm talking about towards whites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, they were really, really breaking ground and at that time, man. So, like, for them to get away with saying that in Good Times, like, all of that, like, this is really, really huge. And think about it. And then, you know, now today you got everybody acting like everything is so shocking. Imagine if you had Fred Sanford and George Jefferson on TV right now.
But then go ahead and Archie Bunker up in there as well.
You're right, Archie 100%.
Bunker was keeping it real and telling it like it was.
Yeah,
a lot of folks are thinking and saying on their social media. Archie Bunker was saying right there in your face.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hey, but look, and that's why I respect Southern racism to Northern racism.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because Northern racism is they'll stab you in your back. I mean, Southern racism is more of the Southern hospitality. Now, when you go ahead.
You know where you stand.
Right.
That's my point.
There you go.
And there's no question.
Right.
Yeah,
the guy didn't get that one right.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I mean, and y'all can speak to it better than I can. Like, so many of my friends from the South have, you know, they be like, it was accepted. Like, yeah, we don't mess with them, they don't mess with us. They stay over, like, don't take your behind over there, you know, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you take yourself over there, you know, like here they'll make it seem like everything is cool, and then, you know, and then slice your throat. So, you know, and that's why I said to have that openness, because that's what I think everything comes down to is openness. Be open about who you are. Have the courage of your convictions. And this is what was going on in many of these shows that we're discussing.
Hey, Ken, let me ask you this: How you coming from up north, then coming down to like Tennessee State or something to the south? How was that as far as racism? Was it a big deal?
No, it wasn't. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't a big deal. So, I am from the basically the only all-black suburb in Cleveland. It's a middle class suburb school teacher. My dad's a school teacher, my mom a nurse. And then but everybody like in my community was black. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 98 or 99.2% blacks in my graduating class. And then going to Tennessee State, it was insulated. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, the first time I lived and worked amongst whites, you already know, Pete, it was in Panama City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, it wasn't, the racism wasn't a big deal. The first cross burning I saw was actually on the side of I-71 in Ohio.
A cross burning? I live in the South. I ain't never seen one.
I was driving home one day from Nashville, and I looked over on the side of the road, and there was a large cross on fire. I want to say it was probably in between Cincinnati and Columbus.
Wow.
Did you immediately check the gas hand to make sure you had enough?
Listen, no, three. That's when I pushed the pedal to see just how fast that 4Runner could go. So I mean,
I ain't gonna speed up and draw no attention to myself, but I'm gonna make sure.
Listen, I'm on the I know what you're saying. I'm on the interstate. I just kept going.
Put it on cruise control.
So I mean,
10 and 2.
I think the first time I was called an N-word was in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Again, getting off the highway, like y'all ain't
Hey, G, it's like that down there in Cincinnati.
Hold on. It's like that everywhere. It just depends on where you're at. It just depends on where you're at.
Like that.
It catches people off guard because Cincinnati's in the north. That's all. That's all it is. What Greg said is right, but so many people get caught off guard because Cincinnati is in the north.
Just on the right side of the river, so it's not.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But I will say, since I didn't get a chance to talk about my favorite sitcom.
Oh, my fault, man. My fault.
Get him, Scott.
Both already said it. And you all also said Good Times. And I like Good Times because it showed the struggle. I like it because it showed where you can go. And at the same time, you had your microaggressions on the Jeffersons, and he knew how to handle those. A lot of folks, when he opened that door, they didn't think he was supposed to be the one to open that door.
Good point.
And because they didn't think he should have opened that door, he slammed that door in their face. But yeah, I was a big Jeffersons fan. But the other thing I was going to touch upon, Kendrick, is I went to college at Indiana State University, and I'm one of those who, if I get eye contact, I'm going to speak to everyone. Well, when you're up north, you speak to them, they just look at you like you're crazy.
It's a little different.
But when you're down south, they will speak to you. So, it's a good and a bad because you said where they stand down south, but sometimes it's, smile in your face and they may be stabbing you in the back. I think it's more of, I know where they stand up north because they're not trying to speak in the first place. It's not just white; it's even black and white. It's just it just may be a Southern hospitality way of thinking.
So like, angry because it's so cold up north, Scott Jones. It's so damn cold.
Hey, they'll be mugging in the summertime too.